Right, so this is a eyes closed sort of dancing meditation, sort of slight inner trance state. I'm feeling a bit wired because I've had way too much coffee this morning, which, you know, I'm probably not meant to admit, but I have. And I woke up early because my baby woke up very early. So I'm doing this for myself. And also I'm just wanting to practice having a few things which I can share with people. So hopefully this is one that's quite nice. It's really, either close your eyes. If that doesn't feel comfortable, then just let your gaze go really, you know, it's sort of like a bit sort of dozy, dreamy when you sort of let your eyes go a bit blurry. And the reason for that is it just helps you go inside the body more. And when you're more inside the body, it helps you get out of the head and it helps you sort of become more present, for want of a better word. And because we're wanting this, or I'm wanting this to be a moving meditation, I'm wanting it to get me into a meditative state, and letting the eyes be blurry helps that. Closing the eyes takes you to a totally different place, and if you've got a blindfold or a scarf or something, then that seems to take you to a completely different place than even having your eyes closed. It's quite strange, so experiment with it, see what it feels like. Usually the most important thing when it's closed eyes dancing is knowing that you're not going to be walked in on. There's something about that can really throw it. So yeah, find out if you can tell everyone to not come in, or do it when no one is around. It's 4 pieces of music, it's 19 minutes. They are all free to use pieces of music, licensing wise, which means that's great, but also means I don't really know them at all because I'm just starting to find a load of music. So these aren't sort of any personal preference choices right now, but they seemed good enough, so we're just going to work with it. And I've not really danced to them before. Okay, so basically there's no rules. I might say a few things as we go, but the main thing is connect to your breath. Each time you connect to your breath, it takes you out of your brain, and almost imagine like your breathing is then, when you feel like you've just taken a few breaths, imagine your breathing is connected to the music. So even if that makes no sense to you, try and pretend that it makes sense. Like, how would my breath respond to the music? And that can sometimes just open a new way of moving. There's no rights, there's no wrongs. Just do sort of what comes to you, what feels good. And sometimes, I often say this, repetition can really help. So especially if you feel like you're back in your head, find a beat with the music, or find a melody. Melodies are usually more hands-like and flowy. Beats can be more like angular, or sort of, you know, stamping your foot, or like doing something with your elbow, shoulder, or whatever. But a repetition, when you sort of get into that, can then free yourself up, or free your body into actually moving in another way. So if you get lost, come back to your breath, just take a few breaths, let your body then just connect with the music and do whatever it wants, or find something repetitive that you can do. Remember, no one's watching, so it really doesn't matter what it looks like. Okay, I shall put the music on. And, let me just check. Here it is. Okay. Through the mouth, so it's loud enough that you can hear your own out breath. feet. See what happens, see what wants to happen with your body. Let your knees move, let your feet move. Doesn't matter how, just give them permission. express, want to play with energy. So there's a ball of energy between your hands that you're playing with in the air around you. if you're standing or sitting or lying or wherever you are, taking maybe 20 seconds to breathe, to be still, to notice how your body is, how your mind is, how your emotions are, how your sense of spirit is. Noticing without judging or questioning what is here. And then perhaps taking another 20 seconds and just asking if there are any insights, anything that feels intuitive, knowing that's been wanted to be seen or heard. Often when we dance, we get a bit more in connection with that. Okay, so unless the whole recording was a total disaster, like the sound wasn't actually plugged in or something, then I will just put it out there. I don't know why, I just keep feeling called to do something like this. I might get better at teaching actual classes, but anyway, so this is, even I can see I'm looking at my face in the screen, and my face feels different, my eyes feel different, they look different to me, I feel different, and one of the biggest things I think I noticed was I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry. It's that classic thing, if I make food for everyone, breakfast, lunch, packed lunches, but I don't necessarily then eat anything myself. So yeah, self-care 101. Yeah, see, I can't even talk properly because I haven't eaten enough. Okay, lots of love. Bye.